is amazing. This is just so buoyant. I'm totally floating here. And I'm not touching the bottom, so look at the buoyancy on that. I'm like a piece of styrofoam in here.
This is more fun than should be allowed.
All right, what is our final verdict on movie-style killer quicksand?
Well, we know that people and even animals have died in quicksand, but it's usually because of exposure of some sort, like dehydration. You know, they were no longer capable of extracting themselves, so they stayed there till they died.
The elements got to them. So it's not really like the quicksand dragged them under slowly like you see in the movies and then drowned them.
No, in fact, you're quite buoyant because the quicksand is sort of a mixture of sand and water that's actually quite heavy, and you float like a cork on it. The best thing you can do is just lay on your back, and you're going to bob around fairly high up in it, and then, of course, use the vine or the walking stick or whatever happens to be handy to try and gently pull yourself out of it.
So the Mythbusters' final word on Hollywood-style killer quicksand: confirmed, plausible, or busted?
Surprised you even have to ask. It's absolutely busted. No such thing.
I agree. Completely busted.
On this episode, the Mythbusters indulge their sweet tooth.
Okay.
But will they be burned by an exploding jawbreaker? They show true grit.
I'm gonna go.
Finding out if a sandblaster can really create a deadly static cannon.
Stop smudging my...
And it's the deal of a lifetime as they play a hand with the killer deck.
Hey, we drew blood.
Who are the Mythbusters? Adam Savage.
I reject your reality and substitute my own.
And Jamie Heineman.
I kind of like it in here. It's private.
Between them, more than 30 years special effects experience.
That was intense.
They don't just tell the myths, they put them to the test. Jawbreakers. They're colorful, they're delicious, and they're fun.
Are we doing an experiment here, or are we screwing around?
But what could turn this simple candy into a potential bomb?
The exploding jawbreaker. We know this happened, we just don't know why.
Yeah, we have the police reports and everything.
A treat for 5-year-old Cameron D. Hall turned into a scary moment after just one lick.
And it just blew. That fast. Boom.
And he had this jawbreaker in his hand, and he went down to lick it. When he did, it exploded.
The child heated the candy in the microwave.
There's another exploding jawbreaker story in Florida.
The story of 9-year-old Taquandra Digg was burned when her jawbuster exploded in 2003. Hot liquid burned her face.
It hurts. It hurts a bunch.
She went to lick it, and at that point the jawbreaker exploded in her face, leaving really severe burns on her face and on her arm that were described later as chemical burns.
Jawbreakers start life as a solid candy center. Then they grow like a snowball as sugar syrup is applied layer after layer in a process that takes 5 days. This is the perfect Mythbusters story. A hint of truth, sweet things to play with, and an excuse to do really stupid, dangerous experiments. Don't try this at home.
We have to come up with a